यद् यद् आचरित श्रेष्ठा तत्तद्देवोत्तरो जनः स यत् प्रमाणं कुरुते लोकस्तद् अनुवर्तते. So today we shall be discussing Bhagavad Gita chapter 3 and shlok number is 21. In this verse, Sri Krishna is explaining a very great principle which will be indeed very helpful to all of us. Lord is saying that whatever action a great man performs, common men follow it, and whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. It means, as a great man does, common people follow that. So it is a great onus on the respectable and socially established people that they should be very careful in their action, in their words, in their attitude, because that is going to influence many people in the society. So, Arjuna, being a leader in the society, Krishna is telling him that you should not shun this war, which is, of course, a very dutiful and religious war for you, and this is going to be ultimately beneficial for all the mankind. So, Krishna has taught us a very great principle that a person who performs his duty without expecting the results, he performs his duty because those duties are given by the God, and those duties are written in the Vedas. So, following the duties with integrity pleases the Lord and it reveals the supreme truth. So, all the actions which is performed for the pleasure of the Lord becomes happy, and Lord being completely free from any kind of uh, bondages. Nothing applies on the Lord because he's fully, free to act. So he reveals himself. So even though he is not controlled by anything, but with love and devotion and with the rightful action, we evoke him so that he gets ready to reveal himself to us. So, such easy it is. So, here this principle, according to this principle, people in general always require a leader who can teach by practical behavior. So, a leader cannot teach public to stop smoking unless and until he stops smoking. So, Lord Chaitanya said that if that Acharya is one who teaches with example. Acharya means an ideal teacher of spirituality. Therefore, a teacher must follow all the rules and regulations prescribed in the scriptures. Of course, when a devotee becomes too much attached to Krishna and he is lost in samadhi, at that time he may not know what he is doing, but still, as a general rule, a devotee of the Lord, even though he is not aware of the principles of scriptures, still his actions are under in according accordance with the rules and regulations. He never goes against any principle. Uh, so the point is that an acharya, a teacher, a leader must be knowing what the scriptures are telling and how a person should lead his life uh, based on the principles of the Vedic text, especially Bhagavad Gita. And no teacher can manufacture rules which are against these great scriptures. So, this is a very important point where Srila Prabhupada is telling that greatness is not by ourselves, but it is the scriptures which is telling us what is right and what is wrong, because these scriptures are ultimately the words of God. Of course, there are many philosophers who doesn't accept these scriptures and they concoct some ideas which is they themselves know what it is, But for millions of years, these principles have kept the society very intact, and this kind of thinking, of course, very recently, Srila Prabhupada has actually established the bhakti principles in the society, which were kind of forgotten in India also, with the efforts of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Guru Parampara and Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur Maharaj, and of course Srila Prabhupada. This knowledge is getting a new attention from all the intelligent people of the society. So a leader is one who teaches through his example. So a leader must have a knowledge of scripture, especially Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. And earlier, the kings, the the ministers, they all had this knowledge, and that's why earlier the kings were known as Raj Rishis. Raj Rishi means someone who is a rishi, saintly person inside, but is acting as a king. During the time of Lord Chaitanya, King Prataprudra was such a magnanimous and great personality, who was of course a king, but Prataprudra and whole his lineage were great devotees of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Krishna and Lord Jagannath. So this is the standard that we all are looking, and with this standard, society will be peaceful. Hare Krishna.